Hello and welcome again to a monthly global video hub. This is a video hub that goes around the world, and we are a couple of demonstrators living in the US, in the UK, in Scotland, in Germany, in France and in Australia. And me, I'm in the Netherlands. My name is Lotte Noordzij. I'm an independent demonstrator in the beautiful city of Rotterdam, and you can find me under a lot of stamping fun. Today we're gonna work with a theme, and the theme for this month, for the month February, is green. As you can see, I have all my, or most of my green ink pads out. These ink pads, they coordinate with the beautiful Garden Lane Designer Series paper. This paper is in the annual catalog. It has 6 different double-sided designs, so you have 12 designs. And as you flip through it, you can see how beautiful the paper is, and it's all in green. So I thought, you know, if the theme for this month is green, I'm just gonna show you what you can do with only greens. So this is the beautiful paper. As you can see, it has 12 sheets in the pack, 6 different designs, double-sided designs, and 2 of each. It's beautiful, and to show off this beautiful designer series paper, I have created a card with a sunburst, and I'll show you what I mean. These are sunburst cards. As you can see, it has like a sun array around it. It really is very fun to make, and I only used 1 extra color, which was the crumb cake, but then I only used the 5 greens that are in the paper, which are mint macaron, soft sea foam, pear pizzazz, mossy meadow, and garden green. Well, let's get started. Okay, so for these projects you will need 1 basic card, and I choose to do the garden green right now, which measures 29.7 by 10.5 centimeters, and you have to score it at 14.8, or it's 11 by 4.25 of an inch, and score it at 5.5 inch. It's the so-called hamburger hot dog card. So if you take your full sheet of paper and you slice it in length, then we call it the hot dog. If you have your piece of paper and you slice it in half, then it's the hamburger one. So this is the hot dog one. We're going to make a hot dog card so it will stand nicely on its side. This is the base for the card. Then we need 2 mats, which will go on top of the card and inside the card. So you need 2, and I'm using soft sea foam. It's 14.3 by 10 centimeters, or 5.25 by 4 inches. So we have 1 for the inside and 1 for the outside. Then you will need a piece of crumb cake, which measures 13.8 by 9.5 centimeters, or 5 inches by 3/4 of an inch, and that will go on top of here. It's a big full layer card. It's a very rich card. I like that. And then we have all the basics. Now we need to get the paper for the sunburst. So what you will do, you will choose your designer series paper, and what I've done is I have 6 different, also I'm showing off all the 6 designs, and I've created 2 of my own. So I took some cardstock and I embossed it, and I'm putting it in between. So I'm showing off all the designs, but you can also do just 2 designs and then alternate. Just play along with whatever you like. So you need 8 pieces of double-sided designer series paper, and then some embossed thingies. They measure 4 inches by 1.5 inch. Oh, I'll get them out. It's 4 inch. It's 4 inch by 1.5 or 4 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And the best is to choose 8 different patterns, so then you have a whole array. But what I said, you can also do, I saw one in black and white, which is also beautiful if you just alternate it. It's just what you like best. So you'll get all your small pieces out, so the ones that measure 4 centimeters by 10 centimeters or 1.5 by 4 inches. And key thing here is that you cut them all the same way. So I like to put my right below corner and my left upper corner towards the cutting line, then close my thingy and score and cut. So as you can see, you will have 2 of the same. Yeah, so I can do, so I do my right corner and my left corner, left upper, right lower, and cut them. And make sure that they face all the same way. So it's key that you pay attention to that closely. There we go. Okay, so, well, you understand what I'm doing. I have pre-cut some, and what I also did is I embossed some of these, and I really like to get some embossing folders that will give, you know, like the garden feel. So I took out the Country Floral Dynamic Textured Impressions folder, which has a beautiful thick embossing in it. And I took the layered leaves, I think. Yeah, the layered leaves embossing folder, and that will show all the nice leaves. And then I did the same with these pieces of cardstock. So I also took the right lower and the left upper corner and just cut them like that. And then I did the same with the garden green one. Okay. So then you have all your pieces ready, and you can start putting it together. What you need is a piece of scrap paper, and here I have Whisper White, but you can also take something else, that's not a problem. The Whisper White measures 13.4 by 7.5 centimeters or 4.3¼ by 2.3¼ of inches. If you have that Whisper White ready, and I'll show you on a different piece of paper, you'll get your trimmer out and you are gonna mark the middle of the paper. So mine is 13.4 centimeters, and then I score it at 6.7 centimeters, which is of course then 258. You see, 258. Okay, there we go. So this is the middle, and this is the middle, and then I'll just put my pen in there like that, and then I have a line on my Whisper White. Now we start building our cut pieces, and you just look how you like them best. What do you like? You can always alternate a little bit, maybe the darker one in the middle, like that. I think this looks good. So what you're gonna do now is this. You're gonna take your snail and go as close as possible to the edge of your cardstock, like that. Make sure you have full, this. Okay. And then take some extra. So you make sure you can glue everything on there. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. And just put the point of the triangle that you have on the lower bottom there, along the line, and then stick it. And then you take the next one and put this one next to it and glue it. And then you take your this pair pizzazz with the embossing folder, with the layered leaves embossing folder, and then my last piece of designer series paper, DSP. Someone asked me yesterday, what is DSP? And then I had to explain that we call it design, that it's an abbreviation for designer series paper, which is the beautiful paper that Stampin'Up has. There are lots of different patterns, and you can do it with, make this card with any designer series paper. It really is beautiful, and the good thing is they all match together, so you can't go wrong, and I really like that. Okay, so all the 8 pieces are stuck to the card now. Then you flip it over and cut off the excess like this. Okay, and when you do it like this, you see that there's a little bit of a gap here, so that gives you room to use a little bit of ribbon around, or you can put some cardstock there. Doesn't matter, it just gives you, but you can also fill it up again, but you can't get right close to the middle, but you can fill it up with a little piece of paper like that as well. That's not a problem. So now I'm gonna take my crumb cake, then I'm gonna stick this one on. Sometimes the glue is not right down, but now it is. There we go. And you can stick it on top of your card. Good. There we go. And just, the good part is that you can still move it around a little bit, so you can get it really nice and straight. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna put some tear and tape on the front of the card, which will go over the white. Oh. And I will make sure that I have something on the other side as well. So there we go. I'm gonna put it over here and then take this. Like that. Then I will make sure that the tape is nice and sturdy on my project and take it off. Now I'm gonna grab my ribbon, and the ribbon that I choose is the ribbon from the Magnolia. It's called the Magnolia. It's called the Magnolia Lane Ribbon Combo Pack. It has the really nice, natural with white ribbon, and it has a mossy meadow linen thread with it. But I'm only using the ribbon right now, so I'm gonna stick it here and then take it around like that. And now it's on the card. Oh, I messed up a little bit, you see, but it will be okay. Then I can stick this to the soft seafoam on here. I always have a little bit of a problem with Tombow because it's really sticky, which is perfect for the projects because it never will leave the card again. But on the other hand, it's also very sticky, so it sticks to everything, to your fingers, if you're a little bit of messy person like I am. Okay, so there you go. And then this piece you're gonna stick to the card. So here's the base of the card. The only thing that we now need to do is get the saying in the middle. And I'm using for the sayings some of the new dies that we have. This label is from the painted labels dies. It comes with the poppies suite. The painted poppy suite. It has a couple of labels in it, and you can also use these as for sayings as well, of course, the one that are a circle. But I choose this one because it has a great space for the text sending great big wish for happiness, which is from the Sending You Thoughts celebration stamp set. You can earn this stamp set if you spend the qualifying money. In the Netherlands it's 60 euros. I'm not sure how much it is in the other countries, but in the Netherlands, if you place an order for at least 60 euros, you can pick out one of the celebration items, and this is a celebration item, and it has a lot of nice sayings in it. And the good part of this one is that it also comes in Dutch, and then it's called Speciaal voor jou. So this is if you're Dutch, you can have this stamp set for free if you spend 60 euros, and if you're international or German or French or English, I think it comes in all languages. So just check with your demonstrator which one is the best for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a great big wish of happiness. I'm going to do it in the same color as the base of the card, which is garden green. So I'm taking out my garden green. I'm taking out the stamp, and I have a piece of scrap paper that I'll put the saying on. There you go. And then I will get my label die out and run it through my embossing machine. Ta-da! So that can be placed up here. And I want to check if I can cover up the little mistake I had here. So maybe I will do it over here. Further, what I did is I took from the Painted Poppies set this little leaf, because within the dies there also are the leaf dies, and there are two, so you can just stamp a lot on a piece of paper and then just run it through your big shot, or you can run them through your big shot and then stamp afterwards. I'm gonna stamp them in on a piece of paper, and I will stamp them in garden green as well. And on the garden green, so you get the tone on tone, so you can stamp them like this. so you can make a couple of them. And then you get your little dies out from the painted labels ones. It's the leaves that will go around like that. So you can put it, then you take it and put it through your Big Shot, and I have already prepared some of the colors and some of the and I already stamped the leaves. So what I do now is I'm gonna build up the leaves. So what I also did is I also die cut the leaves from the beautiful vellum paper, and this paper is it's called the Perennial Essence 12x12 vellum cardstock, and it comes in Old Olive, Petal Pink, and So Saffron. So I'm using the Old Olive, and I've as you can see, I've die cut a couple of the leaves, so we can also use them in between. And now I will build up my leaves for the back of the card. Let me check, and then I'll put one in here, and it says you can see, you can do it over here like that. Let me do some garden green here, yes. And another vellum one. I like the vellum. And maybe, can we use this one over here? And then maybe the soft seafoam over, oh, I already had that one. Like that. Okay. So I'll glue these together. I'll put the one that has vellum on it on the card. And I'll do the same thing here. Oh. Yep. And then I put the two leaves together and make sure they will, go over the other leaf. And do it like this. For this one, make sure it's a nice arrangement, and then I can stick my label to it. So now I'm gonna stick this one to the label first. Okay, stuck to the label. This one is stuck to the label now. Then I take it off and put some dimensionals on the label. Then the outside is done, as you can see, but I want to do something on the inside as well. I will do some stamping over here. So it says, with a great big wish for happiness, I'm going to do congratulations on the inside. And I will do that with the garden green as well. Congratulations. I'll stamp it just right in the middle. Like that. And I will put some of some leaves there as well. And on the other corner I will do a couple of leaves like that. And then I'm gonna glue this one on the inside of the card. And of course you can add some bling if you want to, or some doodling around the corner with your marker. It's all possible. So then you have your cards. The only thing that we need to do now is we'll grab an envelope, and I'm going to stamp some of the leaves there as well. I will just do some of the leaves here. Which looks nice, and then a leaf up here. And I will do congratulations, so also the mailman can see that they have something to celebrate over there. Let's check my over here. And I will do that in the soft sea foam. Yeah, soft sea foam. No, the pear pizzazz. Garden green and pear pizzazz always go together really nicely. So I'll do congratulations here in the corner. There you go. And then you have a really nice card that can be sent out to someone who has to celebrate something with a great big wish for happiness. I also made the card with a different stamp set and a different die. I used the die from the, now I have to say it right, from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. These dies come with a stamp set, and in Dutch it's called Knuffels op papier, so it's a translated set. You can find it on page 20, the Stitched So Sweetly, and it has all kinds of sayings, and they all the dies coordinate with the sayings on here. And I used 100.000 maal dank, which means 100,000 times thank you. So you can also do that, but you can use any label, of course, and any designer series paper. I really liked to make this card for you guys with the theme green. Thank you for watching us, and please hop on over to my colleagues. Their links are here down below on this video. You can also go down below to the blog post in which all the measurements, the correct ones, will be posted. If you want to order any of the products that you see in this video, please contact one of us. If you're in the Netherlands, I would be happy to help you. But if you're in Germany, UK, Australia, or in the US, please contact one of my Global Video Hub colleagues. They will be more than happy to help you. Well, I hope to see you next month with a new team that we're gonna do. Okay, see you. Bye bye.